Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to the Explainer, everyone. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here with me today because we are tackling one of the most notoriously tricky hurdles for prospective medical students. We're going to completely demystify the UCAT Decision Making section. This is a topic I'm incredibly passionate about, honestly, because with the right structure, what seems totally impossible suddenly becomes entirely manageable. Now, if you're struggling with the UCAT Decision Making section right now, take a deep breath. Trust me, you are absolutely not alone. The stakes here are incredibly high, and it naturally induces a lot of anxiety. It's not just a simple test of what you've memorized, right? It's a rigorous assessment of how rapidly and logically you can process complex, often deliberately confusing information under immense time pressure. It's literally designed to test the exact cognitive leaps and critical thinking a medical professional has to make on a chaotic ward every single day. So struggling at first, that's entirely normal, but it's a hurdle we are going to overcome together. Here's our game plan for this explainer. First up, the decision-making hook. Second, step-by-step explanations. Then, the Applaa course advantage. After that, actionable tips and examples. And finally, a call to action to really lock in your progress.
Section 2. Step-by-step explanations. Mastering the process. Now, what's really interesting about this is how we actually conquer the ticking clock. To genuinely master this section, we've got to strip away the chaos and rely on a strict, repeatable methodology. You just can't improvise on test day. You need a rock-solid system. So here's the universal framework you need to apply to every single question. Step 1. Analyze the scenario. Read the text, but read it actively. You're hunting for the rules of the game being laid out for you. Step 2. Evaluate the variables. Spot the constraints, the hard numbers, the absolute statements like all, none, or always, and those tricky conditional statements like if and then. These are literally the building blocks of your answer. And finally, step 3, formulate a logical conclusion. This means connecting those specific variables without letting a single drop of outside assumptions slip in. If the text doesn't explicitly state it or mathematically prove it, it absolutely cannot form part of your conclusion. So the crucial point is seeing how this actually plays out in practice. By mapping a simulated scenario data point directly against its logical outcome, essentially turning a dense, overwhelming paragraph into a really simple 2-column mental table, you instantly cut through the noise. You can see exactly how the input dictates the output without getting lost in all that descriptive fluff. Your brain no longer has to juggle 5 competing, abstract facts all at once. Instead, it merely follows the structured relationships you've actively mapped out. And this brilliantly illustrates why having the right visual preparation tool during your revision is an absolute game changer. Section 3. The Applaa course advantage. Your ultimate preparation tool. Knowing the steps in theory is one thing, but actively training your brain to execute them under extreme pressure, well, that requires the right educational environment. If you truly want to excel, build unshakable confidence, and secure that highly coveted top decile score, you need to head over to Applaa.com. Mastering the UCAT isn't about aimless, exhausting repetition. It's entirely about targeted, intelligent, and highly structured practice. And that is exactly what this platform is built to provide. When you dive into the UCAT course on Applaa.com, you are unlocking a profound advantage. You get immediate access to comprehensive UCAT course modules that leave absolutely no stone unturned in the syllabus. And crucially, you don't just get a simple list of correct answers when you practice. You get detailed, step-by-step visual explanations that perfectly mirror the analytical framework we've just been talking about. Plus, you get to test your evolving skills against high-yield simulated examples. These carefully crafted questions mimic the true difficulty, the pacing, and the interface of the real exam. That means zero surprises on test day. Section 4. Actionable tips and examples. Boost your score. Let's move to and see how this builds into real score improvements. Relying on intuition is a classic trap that will completely wreck your score in the decision-making section. Your gut feeling is naturally biased, you know? It assumes things that simply aren't there, and it's so easily tricked by clever test writers. Instead, applying a structured, step-by-step framework is the winning strategy. By replacing the thought, I think this makes sense, with the data explicitly proves this, you shift entirely from guessing to knowing. It's a total paradigm shift in how you process information. To guarantee you make that shift, I want you to internalize these 4 golden rules right now. Number 1, always isolate the core variables first. Before you even glance at the multiple choice answers, find the absolute facts in the text. Number 2, never ever bring outside knowledge into the scenario. If the passage states that all swans are purple, then for the next 2 minutes, all swans are purple. Don't let real-world logic override the parameters of the question.
Number 3, map out complex data visually. Grab your provided whiteboard and draw quick Venn diagrams, simple logic tables, or connecting arrows. Getting the data out of your head and onto the board frees up so much vital cognitive bandwidth. And number 4, practice consistently with Applaa. Daily, structured repetition using their visual guides is literally the only proven way to build your speed without sacrificing your accuracy.
Section 5, Call to Action. Take the next step.
We've covered the underlying strategy, we've navigated the major pitfalls, and we've revealed the ultimate tool to get you across that finish line. Now, please, do not leave your medical school admission to chance or rely on outdated prep methods. Download the Applaa app today to continue learning. Put these step-by-step strategies into active practice. Utilize those beautifully detailed visual explanations, and start watching your confidence and your scores climb week by week. The tools required for your ultimate success are quite literally at your fingertips right now.
Which leaves us with one final, vital question to ponder as we wrap up this explainer. Are you ready to make the ultimate decision for your medical career? Choosing exactly how you prepare today dictates exactly where you will be tomorrow. Commit to the structured framework, put in the focused, intelligent practice, and go master the UCAT. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope this has been incredibly enlightening, and I wish you the absolute best of luck in your medical journey.